Okay, so first things first, let's look at the notes on the sixth string. Okay, so it makes it easier to recognize where we are. Okay, so open is E, first fret F, second fret F sharp, third fret G, third fret or fourth fret is G sharp, A flat, fifth fret is A, sixth fret is B flat, A sharp, seventh fret is B, eighth fret is C, ninth fret is C sharp, 10th fret is D, 11th fret is D sharp, 12th fret is E. And then it all starts over from there. There's only 12 notes, right? So to play in the key that you want to play in, if you're playing lead parts, right, you're going to play the easiest scale to remember. Right now, the basic one is going to be that pentatonic shape that we all know, right? So let's start in A. Okay, so you're going to play the A note and the C note on the sixth string to start, right? So you're going to go 5, 8. Okay, the rest of it is going to be 5, 7 on the fifth string, 5, 7 on the fourth string, 5, 7 on the third string, 5, 8 on the second string, and 5, 8 on the first string. What's important to remember when doing this is that we just played the minor pentatonic shape, but it's important to remember that each minor has a relative major. The relative major to each minor is going to be that stretch between your index finger and your pinky finger. It's the easiest way for me to remember it. So 1, 2, just like that. So put your index finger here, your middle finger would go on the next fret, your ring finger would go on the next fret, and then bam. Okay, so whatever you want to count that, 4 frets, 3 frets, whatever it looks like. But if in this position it's 5 and 8, 5 and 8, right? So start here. This is a C major pentatonic. You start here on the A, it becomes an A minor pentatonic, but it also matters which notes you add or leave out. So no matter where you are with this shape, you will play. So Brad, when we were talking about playing the E major pentatonic, that is going to be up here on the 9th fret where the C sharp minor is the relative minor to E major. So you can see that if you play the 9, the C sharp minor, put your pinky up here on the 12th fret, that becomes an E major. So then when you're playing that pentatonic box right here from the 9th fret, that's E major. E major. The only thing really that changes up to make it sound more major than minor is to add in the other notes. So adding in the F sharp, which is the second, which would be the 11th fret, right? I think I might have said F sharp and that's wrong. It's a D sharp, right? And the other one is going to be the A note on the second string on the 10th fret. And that's when you get those E suspendeds, like in that song. What's that song we're playing? Something about Jesus. I forget what it is. I Speak Jesus. You know, and you play the E suspended. The suspension comes from adding the A, which is the fourth, so it's a suspended fourth, really. Okay, so you can licks that you could play interesting in that song. That something I would do to spice it up would be to hammer from the 9th fret on the B string to the 10th fret on the B string to the A note and go, because you're hitting that suspension note and it always kind of sounds kind of cool. But then to also run it down, so to go. And what I'm doing there is just hammering on and pulling off from the 9th to the 10th, back to the 9th, and then hitting the 10th fret on the G string. What else sounds cool is to hit that, it's kind of that Pearl Jam sound, right, where it goes low bass note, open, E, and then you hammer on up here. So what I recommend doing really is, just picking it up, and then just playing, just like you do, like you say you do on that Telecaster, just play those bluesy licks. But with intention of knowing which box you're in. And practice the keys that we play the most in. We play C a lot, we play D a lot, we play an F a lot. Right, so F major, right, is the D minor. So D, F. You just slide that C sharp minor up 1 fret. So you're in D minor, and then up here on the 13th fret is the F note. So this box, one up from where you were playing the E, that's the F, right? And then you're just playing an F right there. So we play an F a lot, we play an E a lot. So just knowing where those are is going to help you feel more confident in being able to just play a fill. So they're playing an E chord. That kind of stuff. And, it doesn't have to be super complicated. It's just throwing in an emotional. See how much you can bleed out of a 4-note phrase, a 5-note phrase. Bends. Work on the tremolo, right? Yeah. Vibrato. Dogs bark.